Welcome friends, and you are watching single page application using Laravel Library with simple login system here. And this is a part 5th, and in the this is a part 6th here. And in the previous 5th part, we have created this registration form, and we validated our registration form, and we have registered the user here. But we haven't created now login page. Login page is created, login component is created, but form is not there. So today in this video we will log in the user, and there is one problem in our register page. So see that whenever we will register any user, so I am registering like this, and then any password. Now press on enter here, so it will register the user and it will move us to the login component. But we are not getting any flash messages like you have registered successfully, now you can log in. But now today we are going to implement the login functionality, as well as we are going to show those messages also. So now without wasting any time, let's start it. So first of all, let's add the form here. So we will use the same form that we are going to do, that we did in the register here. So let's go there, and here we are going to Livewire, and then we are going to register here. So I'm going to register, copy this whole form, copy it, and go to login and paste the whole form here. And instead of register, now we are going to use login, and we don't need confirm password here. I'm removing it, and we need password as well as, and also we need email, but we don't need name here. So I'm going to remove this name also. Now these are the error messages here. So error messages are there. Now I'm going to copy this, and here we are going to write login here, and I'm going to paste one thing here also, and here I'm printing session has, and it will be success. So that message that we are going to show there, so it will be the success session, it will store in the session message, and we will check here. We are checking that if session has success parameter, so session has success key, then we are going to render this. So I'm going to here alert success, and here we are going to get this success message, and save it successfully. And now when I will go to register dot its class file, register class file, so let's go there to the http livewire and then register.php, and here whenever there is a redirection, so before that we are going to handle that session here. So means we will send the message through the session. So I am going to write session, and here we are going to send the flash message, and it will be having the success, and message will be having you are registered successfully. Save it, and now let's see if it is working or not. I'm going to register the user again. So first of all, we have to refresh our page, because we improved our class file here. So here I'm going to register any user, so like Fullyword tutorials, and then email will be fullyword1@gmail.com, and any password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and press enter here. So see that we are now redirecting to the login page here. See that here progress bar is coming, but we are getting one error. So let's see what error we are getting. So that error we are getting possible typo $errors. So this thing we are getting, so it should be $error. errors here. So let's see here where it is. So this one is there. So this is because we haven't mentioned the $ error here. So see that here in the login page there is here we have mentioned the $ error here, but when we will go to the class file of login here, so when we will go to the class file of login, here error field is not there, no member is there name as error, so we have to define the member here. So it will be public $ error, and by default the error will be null. Save it, and now let's refresh it again. Now register the user again. So I'm registering the user rs@g.com. Then password 12345678 1234567. Press enter here. Now see that we are at login page and we are getting you are registered successfully. This means that this is working perfectly. Now we can log in the user here. So let's do that. Let's log in the user. Now let's take a look of login.blade.php. So here see that in the form we have the void submit.prevent, and this, if you don't know about this, then you can watch my previous video first. So this is just a method provided by the Livewire. So wire colon and then submit, and submit is there. Submit is like an event that is provided by the Livewire. So dot prevent means it will prevent the refreshing of the page that is default done by the form here. And this is handle submit, and this submit is binding this handle submit function with login.php here. So for that here we have to define that function also. So that should be public because we are using in the login.blade.php, and this name is handle submit here. So I am providing this function. Now we have provided this function here, so we have to write function also. Done this, and now see that in the class here in the email field there is y.model. So this is same like a ng model and v model, or we are setting the state like in the React.js. So it is same like that. So here email is the variable that is bind through this page here. So here we have to define the same variable like this. We have defined the error variable here. So it will be name, and same for pass we have defined. So now let's define these two variables, and first will be email and then it will be password. And when we are handling a submit, let's dump this $email and password. So it should be $this email, as we are in the class here, and here we are writing $this password. Now let's check it here. So I'm reloading it again. Now let's click on login here. So see that we are getting null and null because we haven't added anything here. So for that we have to apply the validations. As I have already told you in the previous video, there are two methods for the validations here. Either you can make the protected field of rules here, and simply you can write here $this dot validate, this dot validate. So here will be rules, and here we will define our all rules. And second method is that instead of this you can define the rules instead here in the array. But we are going to do with this method, and we are going to define the protected here. So here we will get email, and this email should be required and it should be email. and then we need password, and it is also required, and it should be password or just required. Save it. Now reload it. Now when I will click on login, so it will give us the errors. So no property found for validation. Sorry, here associative error is there, so that's why. Save it successfully. So we have to define the arrows here instead of commas, so that's why it is giving the error like this. Now whenever we click on login, so it should return as the error the email field is required, and but for password it should also require, so it will be pass here. Save it. And now whenever we click on login here, so pass is not there. Yes, see that pass is there, and but we are not getting for pass here. So let's see what we are getting. So here it should be pass here. Save it, and because we have mentioned the password here, so that should not be a password. Login. See that the pass field is required as well as the email field is required. So these two variables we are binding with this here. Now when I will write something here like rs@g.com 1 2 3 4 5 6 and press enter here, so we are getting password is not found, so here we have to write pass here, and let's reload. rs@g.com 1 2 3 4 5 6, press enter here. Now we should get our values here. Now we have to log in the user, so let's see how we can log in the user here. So to log in the user, we have to take the help of auth class. We are going to take the help of auth class that is by default here. So let's see. So here we are getting if $if auth, so you will get this class from Illuminate, Spot, Facets and auth. So we are going to attempt the login here. So we are going to get auth attempt email, and email should be $this email, and then we have to do with pass here. So $this and pass. So because we have defined these here, email and passing, first of all we validated them, and if they are valid, they are correctly written, then we are going to do this. So if this is successful, then we are going to pass the session and pass the message here, so that will be flash message, and here we are going to pass success, and here we are going to get the success message as you are logged in successfully. You are logged in successfully, and then we will return and redirect to route, or we can simply write route here, and that route name will be home. See that in the web.php, let's go there, in the routes and in the web.php we have defined the name for the home here, and that we are defining here. Else, if this is not attempted, if we are getting errors, then we are going to just return $this error, as we are going to just define the error, and error will be invalid email or pass. Now let's see, save it successfully, and now let's reload it, and now let's see if we are getting it or not. Here I'm writing rs@g.com 1 2 3 4 4 5 6 7 8 and press on enter. So we are getting invalid email or pass, and if we are getting invalid email or pass, so this should be not there. So let's see here. So if we are getting this error, so first of all we will do this $, this pass to null here, $, this pass to null, as well as we are going to set email to null here. Save it and now reload it. See that in our database, so when I will refresh it and we have these emails here, so that we are going to use it, and see that hash passwords is there. So we are going to use this r@g.com. Copy this and let's see, r@g.com, password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and press enter here. Now see that we are redirected to the home component and we are logged in successfully. Now we have to add the logout functionality here. So see that since we are logged in, so here we should get username and then logout option. So we should not get this, and we also have to add the flash message here, so that we can do in the other video. So first of all let's add this. So we will add the logout functionality now. So let's add that first. To add the logout functionality here, so first of all now I'm closing this all because we don't need this anymore. Simply we are going to the components here in the naba.blade.php. So we are going to use this now. So here we have to add this link, we have to remove these links when we are not authenticated. So how to do that? So there are two methods here. So we will use first method only. So that will be, we will define @auth here. So here we will write @auth and auth. Either you can also write @guest or guest here. And this auth means that if the user is authenticated, what to show, and if user is not authenticated, and then what to show. So but we are going to use this here only. So here I'm going to provide else also, @else if the user is not authenticated, and then what we are going to do here. So if user is authenticated, so if user is not authenticated, then we are going to do this. If user is authenticated, so I'm just writing hello here. So let's see if it is working or not, or if we are getting some errors here. So see that here we are getting hello. So this means that we are authenticated successfully here. So here we have to mention these two links only. So I'm going to mention this to LIs here. And here there will be logout, and here we don't need this, and it will be the like the button here. So navlink btn primary will be there, and here we just need wire.click. So when the user will click on this button here, then what we have to do. So here I am defining one function name, and that name will be logout user, and here just I am writing one p tag here, and that p tag will be welcome, and here I am writing class as text white, and then one span will be there, and its class name will be text weight volt, and here we are going to write the name of the authenticated user. So what we are going to do, so I am taking the help of auth.user, and then here we are going to use the name of that user, and this auth class we can use in the blade.php here. Now, so let's move to the class here, and that is login navbar class here. So in the components there is navbar.php. so here we define one function, and that will be log out user, and here this function is not doing anything yet. So let's reload this. So see that we are getting like this here, but it is not in the right format. So here I am doing one thing here. Let's add only one li, and it will be having the display flex deflex here, and here I am going to write margin right to 3 here, and it will be also having the class active. Save it. Now let's see. I'm reloading this. Now see that we are getting like that, but it is not in the center here. So for that I'm using align items center. Save it, and now let's reload this. Now it is little at the center here. So here I'm going to do one thing. Let's add margin top to 3 here, and now reload this. So see that now it is at the center here, but whenever we click on login, our login is not working. So it is just rendering us to register. So here we don't need this href here. So here instead of this I'm writing here button here, and now reload this. So we are getting same functionality. Now when I am clicking on logout, so first of all we have to go here. So when I'm going to click on logout, nothing is working here, so because we haven't defined anything in the logout user. So here we will use the help of auth class, and here we are going to use auth.logout simply, and we have to add the auth class also. So that is from the illuminate, sport, facades and auth. So here if the user is logged out, so we are going to just return and redirect to the redirect this to route of login with message as. So here we have to define the message also, session flash message as success, you are logged out successfully. Save it, and now when I will reload it and now click on logout, see that we are redirected successfully and we are getting message you are logged out successfully. And here see that we are getting messages as login, we are getting things as login and register here. Now there is one problem. See that here when I am registering writing any user here, so r@g.com and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and click login here. Now the user is logged in successfully. Now when I will try to go to the login here, see that we are redirecting to the login, and now when I will try to go to the register here, now we are redirected to the register. But we don't want. If the user is logged in, then the user should not go to the register and log in here. And same as when I will click on log out here, so now we are at login. So when I will go to the home page, so now we are at home page. If the user is not logged in, the user should not go to the home page. So how we can do this? That we will see in the next tutorial. So we will create the middleware here. We will create one custom middleware, and we will check if the user is authenticated or not. So if the user is authenticated, just go to the login page. If just go to the home page. If user is not logged in, just go to the login page. So for today this is enough. If you have any queries, please comment in my section. I will definitely respond to that. At last, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next tutorial. Please like, subscribe and share this channel for more interesting tutorials.